What's up, people?
What up, dude?
What's up, Detroiters? Welcome to the People Mover podcast, where every week we talk about living in Detroit, life lessons and experiences, dating, relationships, pop culture, and much, much more.
We explore the power of social connection through conversation. We literally want to
move the people.
Yeah. Okay. We're held against our will to do that.
It's your host, Miracle, and our other host,
Malcolm Elliott. And this is the 1 year episode.
1 year episode. 1 year episode.
And it's also Dave's birthday. Shout out Dave, our producer back there. Shout out Dave.
Happy birthday,
He
Dave.
came to be here with us and produce the show on his birthday, man. Shout out to you.
Exactly. Being here on your birthday is crazy. Man. I don't go anywhere on my birthday.
And we are joined.
Doctor's appointments when people come in on their birthday. I'm like, what are you doing?
I just want y'all to know real quick that we had like 5 takes to try to get this intro right, and that still wasn't perfect. But y'all just take it with us because we just gonna keep going because we're on a time crunch. We are joined by a very special guest. I want you to tell people like who you are and what you do.
Hi guys, my name is Shay. Shay Brewells, that's my government name. I'm a model, actress. I'm a creator, and I'm someone who follows God. And I'm very grateful to be here today. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Thank you for joining us. I know you were saying modeling, creator in general. Like you do a podcast, you do all this stuff. How did you get into it? What piqued your interest?
What's so crazy is the first time I ever modeled was my cousin's clothing brand. It was like a little, t-shirt brand, had a couple little prints on the front or whatever. And then at the time when I was working at Costco, I don't want to call it being discovered, but like kind of in a way. Brandon, he's a photographer. He's very known on Instagram. I can't think of his last name, but shout out to him.
Shout out Brandon.
Brandon and what's his name? Hoodie Jr. They had came up to me in Costco and were like, are you a model? Like, have you modeled before? And I was just like, kinda, somewhat. And then I ended up doing my first photo shoot with them. Wow. And then from there, it just kind of like kept going. And I was like 20, and then I turned 21, and I kept kind of going and working with different brands and creatives and doing photo shoots. I just really enjoyed it, and then it kind of fell into acting. I did a fashion show, and one of the people who was helping like produce and do the behind the scenes for the fashion show was a producer / director. And he, I did a couple roles where I played a nurse, I played a stripper, I played an assistant. I've done a lot of things in my life. Like I've had a lot of different life experiences, and I've been in a lot of different rooms.
But when people approach you for stuff like this, are you like hesitant? Like when he was like, I need a model for my shoot, where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this.
I mean, in my mind, like, I feel like I have a very, like, strong spirit, so I'm able to, like, kind of discern, like, who's good and who's bad for real. So with them, I never felt like it was on any type of weird thing. Of course, in the back of my mind, of course, I got to think about that.
Right, of course.
My safety and stuff.
Niggas.
Like that.
Did you
exactly.
Did you think
about
the
day, you got to think about your safety.
Niggas, especially Detroit niggas now.
Listen.
That's true.
Your safety matters at the end of the day. Fuck these niggas. For real. No.
Period.
Your safety matters at the end of the day.
Right. But when he asked you that, were you like, this is something I could do?
Absolutely.
So it's something you thought about previously, or you thought about when he asked?
I mean, I had thought about it previously because, like, the couple of T-shirt brands I had, like, done, like, a shoot for.
And she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Like what?
Thank you.
If you're born this way, exactly.
Black women.
You gotta. Black women.
Thank you.
Black queens forever.
Snow bunnies never.
Come on. No ice, no rice, no sand, no salsa.
No. But, of course, I brought my sister to my first shoot.
We only go swimming in the almond milk. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We only go swimming in the chocolate. No.
You brought your sister. So you brought your sister with you to your first shoot?
Of course, to my first shoot. And, I was comfortable. I wore a red dress. I had dyed my hair red. Like, it was during February, like Valentine's Day theme type of shoot. And it went great. And then from there, it just, like, really took off. I posted those pictures. I got hit up by other different photographers, and I just started modeling for people, for real. And then, like, some of them, of course, with different shoots, you pay money, or let's say you get to, like, a certain status or you have a certain portfolio. Of course, other photographers are going to want to hit you up and then work with you from there. Like, I've done studio modeling. I've done print. I've done runway, where I've done different fashion shows in the city of Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. We from Detroit,
Period.
You
feel me? Period. East side, west side.
I mean,
East side. I'm going to answer for her. Amen to that.
Because, I grew up, like, my dad's a preacher. So we grew up going to New St. Paul Tabernacle Church of God in Christ. My dad was a preacher at that church. And, my dad's an electrical engineer. So from there, we moved he got a better job. We moved from there into a predominantly white area. So being in that type of environment, it definitely affected me in certain ways with, my confidence, especially being a black woman and like being a darker complected black woman. People make jokes, people make fun, especially white people. It's like in the climate we're in right now, especially white people, like they're not used to seeing somebody who looks different from them.
Right.
And when they get the opportunity, they're raised in a certain household, in a certain area to believe that we are a stereotype, that we are a monolith. And when they get to know black people and realize that we're all different, but we're all, one at the same time, it confuses them. It confuses the mind of white people.
Which is good, I feel like that's what starts curiosity.
Yep.
It's like, wait, everything I've been taught my whole life is not real. But I was going to ask you, I was like, what are some, because modeling, when you hear about modeling, it's so glamorous.
Yeah.
And now you're doing what you're doing. You're already telling us about stuff you've been through. I'm like, what are some misconceptions about the modeling industry and modeling in general? Like, is it as glamorous as it seems or no?
I'm going to say it like this. Your experience is your experience, but for me personally, I've had times where, you go to a casting call and you get rejected because they are looking for something specific. And that can hurt you in a certain way. But at the end of the day, you have to understand yourself and who you are, and that, rejection is protection at the end of the day. Like, you can't dwell on yourself and make yourself feel bad just because someone else didn't want you in a certain space. That's on them. That is on them. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And you don't have to take that in. I'm going to walk away and I can go to something else and get
It's on them, but the people in power are not like open-minded. I think maybe in this generation they're starting to be, but it's like the way for models or like actors or any creative Hollywood business, you have to have a specific look as a black person to like enter that space.
Yeah, they want you to look like multiracial.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all still think it's like those
easy.
like unrealistic like beauty standards?
Absolutely. Like we're still living in a time of like body modifications. People are getting BBLs. People are getting liposuction. People
why are we getting BBLs though?
Oh, thank you. Say that.
Like, why are we getting lip fillers and lip injections?
That's the greed God was talking about in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's the greed he was talking about.
Literally, period.
It's like y'all didn't have to do that.
Like, you don't have to.
Zion Williamson, a wild man. I just want to say that just because the BBL.
Zion is wild. That's different. But like people like Janae from Love Island, she gets like lip fillers. I know you watch Love Island too.
You know I love
but
watch
I'm like,
Love Island.
I love Janae down.
Yes,
from last season. I
Janae.
love her, but I'm like, why are you getting lip fillers as a black woman?
She got lip fillers? Damn, that's
she
crazy.
has like a little bit. Like, it's not like the extreme, like, the everyday average, no lip white women. But
what's your thoughts on beauty standards or black people like participating in plastic surgery, like BBLs, lip fillers, etc.?
I think a lot of it does come from self-hate. And they feel like I think a lot of black women, like even though they're not confident, I feel like in the back of their mind, they know because of certain things that have happened to them in their life. That like you are, a lot of people are trying to obtain what you have. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of them feel like they have to still compete, even though they don't have to. So they still participate in those certain activities because it's trendy. It's what everyone else is doing. And it's like, why can't you just settle with yourself and love, get to know who you are and love who you are outside of like what all these people have to say and what they wanted. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like we just don't live in a society that pushes that. Yeah. We pushing, everything's trendy. Everyone jumps on the next trend and what everyone wants and stuff like that. It's just like, do you know what you want at the end of the day for real?
Right.
Have you had any work done?
No, absolutely
Never?
not. No. I am all natural hair,
all natural
body, everything.
Period. Clock it.
Clock it.
Thankful to my mother and my father. Thank you so much for my genes.
Shout out to my dad and my
Thank
mom.
the Lord.
Ain't God been good to you? People who do like
I don't shame because I know it comes out of place. It comes out of a place of insecurity, and I've had a point in my life where I felt like I had to conform, where I had to lessen myself to be digestible for other people, and that's performing. Yeah. I'm in an era in my life where I'm no longer performing for other people.
Period.
I just want to be who I am, my authentic self. Like that's where I'm comfortable in. And lately, I've been, trying to dive back into my word and certain things that were already put onto my life that I already know that like I'm gifted in. I gotta follow that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in a time where I can, be disobedient to that. I can't.
You cannot.
Nobody can.
Right.
None can. I was gonna ask you, like, what do you feel like camera versus mirror? Because I'm like, obviously modeling is all about looks, and I feel like when people or a lot of girls look in the mirror, they're like, oh, I like what I see, and then they take a picture, and they're like, I don't like the picture. So I'm like, modeling, you gotta learn your angles. What's your opinion on that?
So when I first started modeling, I definitely felt that. Like when I first saw like my first photo shoot, I thought it was good. But now that I look back on it now, being 6 years deep, I'm like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I did not know what I was doing. I'm looking all awkward and crazy. I mean, a few of them were cute, but it wasn't all of them. You know what I mean? So I definitely had to grow. And, I went to different like model camps and like different things and, networking events or certain things that was able to give me the opportunity to dive in and work with different people to teach me, to coach me, and to like be able to like know. And then this is kind of awkward what I'm about to say, but if you're someone who's new to modeling and you don't know your angles, you gotta be in front of a mirror and just kind of like look at yourself and just kind of know like what looks the best. Like, oh, is this side better for me? Or is this side better? You know what I mean? You got to do that for yourself. I know it can be awkward and weird. I thought it was awkward at first, but like now you just kind of like know. So when you get in front of that camera, you know how to pose. And like, there's different people in the city who, do camps and certain like things and can help and direct, Even I have a director sometimes to this day.
But looking in the mirror is different from like taking pictures.
It is. That's why
it's
sometimes
like two
it's
different
good.
things.
It's good to have
So
like a coach there.
Yeah, always look in the mirror. You're like, okay, I look good. How did you like learn to be in front of a camera as well?
Like, it's kind of awkward. Like, I'm gonna be so honest. Like, it's kind of awkward. Like, you're posing in the mirror trying to figure like how you want like your lips to sit, how you want like your face to. Cause like sometimes when you look in the mirror, you feel like you look different than how you come up on the camera versus in the mirror. It is different because different lenses, different stuff. So you feel like, cause I've had shoots where I hated. I'm sorry, I just bumped the mic. I've had shoots where I hated all the photos because of the camera and the lens that they were using. But then I've had other shoots where every photo just ate. It was just fire. All of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout outs to 36 Studio. That is, my home
Studio.
studio for real. I love 36. He takes some of the best photos. I feel like he's one of the photographers that can really capture me. And KB Visuals. Both of them.
Shout out.
Shout out to them.
Check them out.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
I want to get back into this Love Island because I got some opinions. I don't really know Janae. I only watched this first. This is my first time watching Love Island.
You also have a podcast, and I'm like on your podcast, on your TikToks. You have talked about Love Island.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what are your 2 cents?
My thoughts are everything that's happened to Shelly and Alandria is really disgusting. Like the online discourse is really.
Have you seen that Shelly hung out with
Sierra?
I saw
it. I saw that.
Ex-man is dating Alandria.
So
the lies.
What are your thoughts
Weezy
about
Web.
that?
I'm gonna say it like this: what Sierra did was absolutely disgusting, and she should never have used Asian slurs ever in her lifetime, no matter how comfortable she felt using that at all.
Period.
But why is Huda allowed to have grace with everything she did, assaulting a darker skinned black man, an athlete? Why did she get away with SA? But Sierra, when she was younger, she said an Asian slur, and everyone wants to jump on her and dogpile on her for that, even though she's apologized and did all that. You know what I mean? We all, at some point in our life, had said something that was not the greatest, wasn't pleasing to other people, was already going to offend somebody. We all can't step back and say that we're perfect, can we? No. And no, I'm not saying that what she said was good. No, she shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, if you want to give Huda, somebody who's done everything she's done in the villa, and be the person that she is and has said the N-word, not on 1, 2, but multiple occasions, okay. Then Sierra is allowed the same grace. That's all I'm going to say.
Period.
So you don't think it's bad that Shelly
I think it is a little odd that Shelly was hanging out with Sierra because she claims that she's so close to Alandria.
And Alandria is not. She's not hateful towards any Islanders, but Sierra is.
I feel like
it's
definitely like a lot of tension, but I feel like in a way it's like kind of like an I got you tactic. Like, you know how Huda spoke on Sierra, said like she was the fakest in the villa when like Alex Cooper on the Call Her Daddy podcast had asked that question. And I feel like she said that she was the fakest. Okay, that's her opinion. But I feel like, yeah, Sierra, like,
That was crazy, that interview. What are your 2 cents on that interview?
I think Huda is a pathological liar because she said a lot of shit, honestly. And when you watch the clips back, it doesn't even correlate to what actually happened. So it's like you're just like just lying to save face and make your narrative correct in your mind when it's like that's not what the cameras
That's not what
captured. Like,
happened.
why are you lying when we can
We-
fact check?
we all saw it.
Why
We
are you
all
lying
saw it.
when
We
can
was all
fact
watching.
check?
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, that's a crazy.
And
No,
the lack of
Like-
accountability hurts me because I'm like, I could root for her. I was excited tuning in.
Right.
I thought I was going to get some information about her life and her perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but there was no accountability.
At all.
Even with the 3, 2, 1.
Yes, like
Bruh.
it's like
Counting
so
down
If
for
that
a
had been a
man to
man,
turn around with you and have
bruh.
sex with you or cuddle with you, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Because after when he
Counting
did
down
when he was on
and
the Vile
friending him
Files, he
is
said that
crazy.
she wasn't just trying to cuddle. She was insinuating that she wanted to
Right.
get down and dirty. So she was trying to like seduce this man, and he was not on that type of time.
And she on Call Her Daddy, she's like, it's my last resort. And I'm like, that's the worst last
Right.
resort ever.
What last resort?
That shouldn't even be a resort at all.
At all.
Go the fuck to bed. There was no time that she's like, I did something wrong and I'm sorry and this was fucked up. And that's what I was hoping for her and
yeah,
did not happen.
and that's the thing. Like, I wanted
So,
to give her grace too.
Yeah, whatever.
Because it's just like, we're all women and we try to understand each other at the end of the
yeah.
day. But at the end of the day, I put gender bias aside. And if you're wrong, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Like, I don't care.
Don't stone me.
no
did
black-
you think?
yeah.
Wait, did you think Olandria was wrong taking Sierra's man?
No. Nicolandria till I die.
Screaming.
Nicolandria till I die.
I ain't gonna
love
lie.
that.
Miracle over here sound like Amaya Papaya.
My voice has been gone for like a month. It's actually mad.
What's that little thing that her little mantra? She's like, at least I saw something.
Right.
Would
I
you
never
go?
said that I didn't
didn't
have
have
any
any.
flaws.
Yes.
Right.
But at least I'm pretty. And at least I'm a little funny.
That's so funny.
She was fire. I'm happy she won. Would you
But-
ever go on reality TV?
Absolutely not. I mean, maybe I'm not gonna lie, I recently had an opportunity to do something reality TV local in Detroit. I'm just so focused on myself and I'm trying to like build up who I am for real and like my relationship with God and like physically. Like I just have certain goals for myself that I want to meet before I jump back into that. Of course, I'm still gonna like model on the side and do shoots and stuff like that. But being on like a reality TV show, I'm just right now I'm not in the mental space to jump into something like that.
I just wanted to say your relationship with God.
hold
Was
on.
your relationship with God because you brought that up, and I'm like, obviously you're really tied to your relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. What do you think of the way religion works this way? Or this generation, I will say, do modeling. If people do like sexy modeling or like,
that's-
you're
Yeah.
flirting with the
Yup.
fucking photographer. If God
That's-
comes, it's like you are toast. No,
I'm gonna say it like this.
God is
When you-
omnipresent though. You know what I'm saying? God is everywhere. You feel me? So
That's
ain't
what
like,
I
ain't no
mean.
if God come, God in this motherfucker.
That's
right
what I
now.
mean.
I mean,
But
excuse
if
my
he comes
excuse my
right
language,
now,
Lord.
like
Sorry.
when you're doing the acts that you do on the regular or not on the regular, it's like
I'm gonna say it like this.
who's to say?
With modeling, you gotta know that there's a point drawn in the sand. Like obviously, like for me, being in a relationship, but before that, when I first started modeling, I wasn't. So of course, I was able to just kind of move the way I wanted. Do more explicit shoots, as you say. Swimsuit, lingerie, certain things. And now
Right.
that I am 26. I'm about to be 27 in October. I am in a relationship
too.
where we're bound to get married. So I'm at a point where I have a certain not only respect for myself, but a respect for my partner. So it's just like I want to continue to model because that is something I love. I love, it's what helped build my confidence in a certain way.
Guys, yeah,
It built me
exactly.
up a lot.
I was gonna ask you how modeling shaped your confidence. Did it shape you or did it challenge you? Like, give us
All of the
rundown.
above. Again, like the rejection of certain things or feeling like you're not again, as women, I feel like a lot of times we try to compare ourselves to the next person, and you gotta like be in that own state of mind to where like you know who you are at the end of the day. So like, don't compare yourself to that next girl because like you never know what she's dealing with or her insecurities or different things. So it's like, you got to just be like one-minded. Like, I'm here, I'm me. The next girl, you can appreciate that she's beautiful. You have to. Like, that is another beautiful woman. She's on her own journey. She's on her own walk. Like, you know, it can't be like that.
Before we get out of here, we just wanted to ask you your opinion on the hot girl coach, because she was on Love Island as well. You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion and her whole situation with Tory Lanez and who team you are and what your whole thoughts was on that whole situation.
Teams. So I'm not a team type of person.
Period.
I'm a truth type of person.
Okay.
I just I feel like a lot of the times when certain situations like this are presented to us in society on social media, it is a conquer and divide type of thing. The whole point of it is to divide people, because I feel like a lot of the time we as people, we all want the same thing. We want to be able to live, we want to be able to prosper, do whatever we please. So when certain things like this are put in front of it, it's to, hey, argue with this person or go against this person. Now you losing family members. Now you losing best friends over someone having a complete different opinion about something that was, in my opinion, staged in front of everyone, because a lot of it doesn't make sense. Based on evidence and based on video, like based on everything. And I don't even want to say what y'all know what record label or whatever is
Rock
responsible.
Nation, you will crumble. I call heaven.
She can say it. I'm not saying it. I've already said certain things on social media. I'm not trying to.
Right. I was screaming. No, it did not crumble though. It did not crumble yet. At least not yet.
It's not yet, but it will, because all this stuff, all this Hollywood stuff.
Hollywood, the entertainment industry is literally a arm of the government. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is just to distract us anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I just like hearing people's opinions about it, because I don't really be having no opinion. I don't really give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But in real life, it's like shit.
Opinions are important as a black woman.
But everybody want to know the truth and facts. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just gonna call out, because I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion, like, she's gone on interviews and she's like, I did not feel protected as a black woman in the rap industry. So I'm like,
and so she was lying for Tory Lanez trying to protect him, though, because at that time,
exactly. And even then, she was still thinking about the man, because it was 2020 and we know all of that happened with George Floyd. Right. So of course she was looking out for him originally anyway. And then now that all these things have conspired, no one has her fucking back in the rap industry as a man. It's so rare to see. So I'm like, I feel her hurt, like point blank. But I'm like, it is what it is. He's behind bars anywhere. He's in jail.
Can I give this opinion real quick?
I too don't give a fuck, because he's in jail.
Yes,
the same thing happened with Rihanna and Chris Brown. And where are they today? In the situation, the story, the clips, what was it called? The pages where the behind the scenes people who be around the people expose certain things, where they talk about, well, the whole thing was Jay-Z, like Rihanna, she's from Barbados, right? Jay-Z went down there. He went down there to discover talent in women, and Rihanna was one of those women. He brought her back. He basically kind of bought her from her father.
Damn.
Brought her back, was doing certain things to her.
Locked her in
the
fucking room.
That's a slave trade.
Put her
until she agreed to sign a fucking contract.
Almost like ex-trafficking that's happening right now currently, but we don't have to speak on that because I want them to, keep this video up.
Bro, that shit is so crazy. They said he didn't get convicted for sex trafficking, but he did get charged with moving prostitutes. Transportating prostitutes.
Yeah. Oh, that's
ain't that sex trafficking?
That is.
Like, what's the? It was the same thing in a different font. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, wait. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
He is guilty.
Yeah, he's
guilty.
Guilty. Yes.
I'm like, what the?
Again, we still need a gurgle or whatever.
Bro.
Like, fucking
the gavel.
Gavel. Oh, gavel.
You know, if you got money in this country, then it's so hard for niggas to pin shit on you, man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But I just want to hear people's opinions about that, because I'm like, bruh.
I feel like in our community, a lot of people are still free Tory. So it's kind of weird.
Because people just like music. People still free R. Kelly.
That's what I was about to say. It's the same
like music.
thing.
Yeah.
They're like, we love the music. I don't give a damn.
Damn, dancing to this shit.
Some people can separate the artist from the music. Some people cannot.
Both of them make good
music. But
music.
if you're going to do that through and through. Don't give your 2 cents on shit. Just be like, I fuck with the music, fuck everything else. But niggas are like, oh my God, no, free Tory, free R. Kelly, they didn't do shit. Don't put your opinion in the music if you're just vibing with the music.
Yeah, like that's why niggas want niggas free because he got your favorite song. So I'm like, I don't know what you think about that.
Here's the thing. I said this, the world is a stage, and I feel like things are presented to us on purpose to cause chaos, to cause negative conversation on both ends. Exactly, it's a distraction.
Where are they distracting us from?
The truth, the laws that they're passing right under our nose.
Mm.
They literally just passed a law that they could literally take our ID and say that it's not real just so they could lock us up.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because everyone was distracted with everything else. They don't even know. And then certain social media apps are now asking us to upload our IDs to even use their stuff just to track us.
Mm.
Visually, through our pages, our search engines, everything, because they want more data to be able to figure out how can we move the people, how can we distract them, or how can we move them away from what's the truth and what's actually happening.
Gun, sex, drugs, violence. That shit is since a tale as old as time, since God and light. You feel me? That's like we can distract niggas with gun, sex, drugs, violence.
Yeah, y'all
capitalism.
Stay woke.
Take a shot at capitalism.
Make your own opinions. Don't feed into
free
the bullshit.
thinking.
Do your own research.
Man,
all of the above.
I want to get into some more Yap sessions, but man, thank you for coming on the podcast. Let's clap it up for this episode. This is fire. This is fire.
First of all,
this is crazy.
Amazing.
Man, 1 year for the podcast too, man. This is crazy. It's a lot. Everything kind of lined up because it was like we wasn't even supposed to pick you up. Me and Miracle both wearing lion stuff. Like y'all just in the car, like, girl, you're beautiful.
Go
you're beautiful.
this season.
I'm like, just the black woman discourse on the way here. It was like everything just kind of worked out.
Discourse.
Everything worked out in birthday. Our favor.
You know what I'm saying? It was
because
like,
we're favored.
Happy birthday.
Man, clock it. But no, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank y'all for having me. Like,
you need to come back on.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Y'all want to talk about
I would love to debate.
She's like, I see the fire in your eyes. I see the spirit. I see the gumption.
It's in my eyes for sure.
Please let the people know where they can find you and support you.
My Instagram is at Shay1Smile. My TikTok is at local Shay. I have a Pinterest. It's at WShayBree, but I don't really give that out because that's really personal to me. But everything else y'all can really follow me on. I also have YouTube, but if you get on my Instagram and other stuff, you'll find it.
Period.
Thank y'all for having me. Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Yes.
Y'all going up. Y'all going up. That's all I know.
Period. We all going up. You guys can find me everywhere at Malcolm Elliott Music on everything, and you can follow me and Milka here every week at The People Mover Pod on everything. 1 year episode. Okay, I caught it. There you go. I was held against my will to do that. I want y'all to know. So yeah, episode 1 year. Let's do it. Fire.
Let's drop that old one that we used to do back in the days.